T-1 day morning, navigating the clear liquid diet and final preparations. Welcome back to our colonoscopy preparation podcast series. I am your host, Bimal Maharzan, and today we are at a critical juncture, just one day away from your procedure. As we approach this vital phase, our focus will be on ensuring you are perfectly prepped with a clear liquid diet and fully informed about what to expect the next day. Before we proceed, the disclaimer. Please remember, while GutsFair provides self-help GI care tools and, and resources, we are not a healthcare provider or clinical firm. Our content is designed to empower you in managing your gastrointestinal health, complementing, not replacing, professional medical advice and treatment. Always consult with a healthcare professional for medical concerns. Our series has been guiding you through each step of the colonoscopy preparation process. Today, at T-1 day morning, we are zeroing on dietary specifics and logistical preparations crucial for a smooth procedure. This episode is all about making sure you are hydrated, nourished, and ready both physically and mentally. In our last episode, we discussed T minus 3-day diet adjustments. We covered how to manage your diet to avoid any complications. Building on that foundation, today's focus shifts to dietary management, especially adhering to a clear liquid diet, which is paramount for ensuring your gastrointestinal tract is ready for the next day's examination. Remember, along with each episode, we offer readable user guide and actionable checklist to help you follow along, implement, and advice that we have provided. These resources are designed to make your preparation as straightforward and stress-free as possible. Be sure to check the show notes and episode descriptions for links to these valuable tools. Throughout this episode, we will delve into what a clear liquid diet entails, address common concerns and questions about it. We will discuss everything from acceptable beverages to how to handle hunger and medication on the restrictive diet. Additionally, we'll cover logistical preparations, including why it's essential to arrange for a driver and what last minute checks you should complete before heading to your procedure. Stick with us. By the end of today's episode, you will not only know exactly what you can eat and drink, but also how to manage your health and logistics smoothly. We are here to ensure that you approach your colonoscopy day feeling prepared, informed, and as comfortable as possible. Let's start with clear liquid diet specific. What does a clear liquid diet include? And are colored liquids such as sport drinks allowed? A clear liquid diet includes liquids that are free and clear of solids and fibers, ensuring your digestive tract is clear for colonoscopy. This includes water, broth, clear juices such as apple or white grape, and electrolyte drinks. Colored liquids like sports drinks are generally allowed as long as they are not red or purple, as these colors can be mistaken for blood during colonoscopy. Let me answer a specific question about flavored waters or sport drinks. Does the color of these beverages matter? Yes, the color of beverages matters significantly. You should avoid any beverages that are red, purple, or any shade close to these colors, as they can stain the lining of the intestine and mimic or obscure the presence of blood during the procedure. Another frequently asked question is, how frequently should I consume clear liquids to maintain hydration without overfilling my stomach? It's important to drink clear liquids frequently in small amounts throughout the day. Aim to sip a clear liquid every 15 to 20 minutes to stay hydrated without overfilling your stomach, which can lead to discomfort or excessive bloating. Am I allowed to have coffee or tea on a clear liquid diet? And can I add any sugar or sweeteners? That's another frequently asked question. An answer to that question is yes, you can have coffee or tea as long as they are without milk or cream. Sugar or sweeteners are generally permissible. However, milk, non-dairy creamers, and solid additives should be avoided to keep the liquid clear and digestible. Let's move on to the nutrition and medication. How should I manage taking any regular medications clear on a clear liquid diet? So when you are on a clear liquid diet, the key to managing your medications is coordination with your healthcare provider. Most can be taken as usual, but you might need to take them with a small amount of water. For medications that require food, consult with your doctor about alternatives or adjustments to ensure they're absorbed properly without disrupting your preparation. And we also have talked in depth about what are different types of medications, supplements that you can take and you should avoid. Again, T minus 7 days is the one in which we are in the detail about adjustments, and T minus 5 days, we talk about how to act on those adjustments. Obviously, all of those adjustments and actions need to be taken in consultation with your healthcare provider. Another question on nutrition. Are there options within the clear liquid diet that can offer some nutritional value? While the clear liquid diet is not designed to be nutritionally complete, you can choose options that provide some energy and electrolytes. Consider incorporating clear fruit juices without pulp, such as apple or grape juice, and broth. These can provide some calories and minerals. Electrolyte-rich sports drinks are also a good option to maintain electrolyte balance and provide some energy. Now let's move on to the day of procedure preparation. What's the latest I can consume clear liquids before the colonoscopy? To ensure your colon is clear for the procedure, it's crucial to stop consuming any liquids at least 2 to 4 hours before your colonoscopy. This time frame can vary based on your doctor's advice, so confirm with your healthcare provider. Sticking to this guidance helps prevent any residues in your stomach that could complicate the sedation and the procedure. Another very practical question. If I start feeling extremely hungry or weak from only consuming clear liquids, what should I do? Obviously, feeling hungry or weak is a common concern on a clear liquid diet. To manage this, spread out your liquid intake throughout the day. If weakness becomes a significant issue, especially for those with health conditions such as diabetes, contact your healthcare provider. They might recommend an adjustment intake of clear liquids that can include glucose-containing beverages to help manage your blood sugar and energy levels. Again, remember that it's just one day. I know I just said just one day, but for some people it can be difficult to fast because they are not used to or they're not used to go on a liquid diet. For me personally, preparation was not a problem at all because in 2020, during the COVID period, I was already going through 16, 8, 8 fasting schedules. Sometimes I only ate 2 meals a day. Therefore, fasting was not a problem. And the hack that I used was whenever I felt hungry, I drank water. And sometimes you will be surprised that we are not hungry, we are just thirsty. And just drinking water can help manage our hunger. So that's my personal advice, personal experience for you. Whenever hungry, drink water. That can help suppress the hunger. Let's move on to other common patient inquiries. Do clear bloths or gelatin count as acceptable items on a clear liquid diet? Yes. Clear broths and gelatins are excellent choices for a clear liquid diet. Broths provide salt and hydration, while gelatin can help stave off hunger without adding any residue. Just be sure to avoid any broth with particles of dried meat or vegetables and gelatin that are radiant or purple in color. As just earlier, red or purple can mimic the color of the blood, so therefore it's best to avoid. And also, when you're drinking gelatin or the clear broth, it's very important to avoid any solid particles. Again, it's about another question about weakness. The question is, what if I feel dizzy or lightheaded while following this diet? How can I manage these symptoms? Dizziness and lightheadedness can occur due to reduced calorie intake on a clear liquid diet. To manage these symptoms, ensure you're well hydrated with a clear liquids, especially with those sugar and electrolytes, such as sports drinks or coconut water. If symptoms persist, it's important to consult your healthcare provider. Yes, another extremely soothing drink is coconut water. You can buy the bottled water, or if you are in a tropical region, you can pack with fresh coconut water and sip all day long. It's extremely refreshing. I really enjoy coconut water. Unfortunately, I live in Boston and we don't have fresh coconut water, but sometimes I do get coconut water from Asian stores and also the bottled coconut water. Extremely tasty. Our next question is, for someone with diabetes, how can blood sugar levels be managed while on this diet? Managing diabetes on a clear liquid diet requires careful monitoring of your blood sugar level. Use glucose-containing clear liquids to help maintain stable blood sugar. Frequent small servings can help avoid spikes and drops. It's crucial to work closely with your healthcare provider to adjust your diabetes medication appropriately during this period. And we talk about that, such as metformin, other things can be taken. You just consult with your healthcare provider. Now let's move on to the logistical concerns and answers very simple question. Why is it necessary to have someone drive me home after the colonoscopy, and what instructions should I provide to my driver? After a colonoscopy, you will have been under sedation, which can impair your judgment, coordination, and reaction times for hours. For your safety, it's mandatory to have someone drive you home. Inform your driver, and they should be able to pick you up at a specific time, which the clinic will confirm on the day of the procedure. They should also be able, they should also be prepared to assist you in your home and stay with you for a few hours as the sedation wears off. When I went through the colonoscopy procedure, I felt drowsy for many hours, and I felt like when I woke up from colonoscopy, I had the best sleep ever. I I feel like it was just 30 seconds, and it was already 45, I think an hour, and my wife picked me up from the clinic. Actually, she stayed back in entire time, and she drove me home, and she was with me all the time. And on that day, I didn't do anything but rested because there was some reminiscence of those sedation, and I only slept. So for that reason alone, please have someone drive you up and have somebody with you all the time. It's better have somebody than be alone. So what do I do if I'm struggling to find someone to drive me home after the procedure? And that's a very common challenge among people who live alone. If finding a driver is challenging, consider asking friends, family or community members or neighbors well in advance. You just have to ask sometimes. You'll be surprised how often people are willing to help. And for some And also, some medical facilities may offer a transport service or can recommend a reliable transport service that's experienced with post-procedure care. So in this matter, always plan this aspect of your care ahead of time to ensure you are not left without a safe way home. And some more practical concerns. Remember, we are on a liquid diet, and sometimes people are confusing about very simple and practical stuff. One of the things is it okay to use lip balm or suck on ice chips if my mouth becomes too dry? Absolutely, absolutely. Using lip balm is perfectly fine if your lips feel dry. Sucking on ice chips is also a great way to keep your mouth moist without affecting your stomach or procedure. Just make sure these ice chips are clear and free of any flavoring or coloring close to the time of your colonoscopy. Any tips for managing anxiety or sleep difficulties the night before the colonoscopy? Anxiety and sleep are common the night before a colonoscopy. You can try relaxing techniques such as breathing, meditation, or listening to soothing music. Avoid caffeine and heavy meals. And obviously, you are on a liquid diet, you should avoid meals at all. And consider a sleep aid if your doctor approves. Communicating your concerns with your healthcare provider can also provide reassurance and potentially more specific strategies tailored to your needs. For example, in terms of meditation, you could try is some of the following. Number one, there is a breathing practice called alternate nostril breathing that can calm you down. There's a breathing practice called 4-7-8 breathing technique, which Navy SEALs use to sleep. Another meditation or breathing technique is called Yoga Nidra, which is extremely helpful to go to sleep. I will be creating those meditation or breathing practices videos in the future. But for now, you can find those in YouTube and you can find the guided ones. It's very, very helpful. Number three, are there any last minute preparations I should make at home before heading to the procedure? The day before your procedure, prepare your home for return by setting up a comfortable rest area with easy access to bathroom. Arrange for essential items, water, snack for after the procedure, and any post-procedure medication within reach. Ensure all instructions from your healthcare provider, especially about when to stop consuming clear liquids, are followed precisely. How can I be sure I have adequately followed the clear liquid diet to avoid complications during the colonoscopy? To ensure you have adequately followed the clear liquid diet, check all the liquids you have consumed are approved types such as broths, teas, or specific sports drinks. And avoid any colored, especially, again, let me remind you, red or purple. Keep a list of everything you consume to discuss with your healthcare provider if unsure. Clear urine often indicates good hydration and proper diet adherence, but consult with your healthcare provider for confirmation. For example, if we have a white urine or slightly yellow urine, it should not be dark yellow or brown in urine in color. If it's white, crystal white or faint yellowish urine, that can tell you that you are not dehydrated, and try to maintain your urine at that level. On that particular day, if you're consuming a lot of water and liquid because hydration, I think clear white urine color should be fine. Now let's move on to another section, which is clear liquid diets for patients with chronic diseases. We understand that there are many patients who also have other comorbidities, and those comorbidities can add complications during the clear liquid diet, but it's not untenable with adequate preparation that can be done without any hassle. So let's go through the questions one on one and find out how folks with chronic diseases can go on a clear liquid diet in preparation for colonoscopy the next day. The question is, given my conditions such as IBS, IBD, are there specific clear liquid diets I should avoid to prevent flare-ups or discomfort? If you have IBD or IBS, it's important to avoid clear liquids that may trigger symptoms. High sugar drinks can draw water into the colon, potentially causing discomfort. So opt for low sugar options like broth and steer clear of beverages with artificial sweeteners or dyes. Again, stay clear of red or purple, as they can be mistaken for blood during the colonoscopy. Next question. Are certain clear liquids better or worse for managing my heart condition, especially concerning sodium or sugar content? So when managing heart conditions, what's the sodium and the sugar level content in clear liquids? High sodium broths can worsen hypertension and sugary drinks can cause fluid retention. Choose low sodium broths and clear electrolyte balanced sports to maintain hydration without excessive sugar or sodium. For example, coconut water without added sugar is a great option, and there are other low sodium broths and electrolytes available that you can purchase and drink. The next question is, how can I manage my blood sugar levels while on a clear liquid diet, particularly if I am on insulin or other glucose lowering medications? The answer is diabetics should monitor blood sugar levels frequently while on a clear liquid diet. These days there is continuous glucose monitoring. If you're diabetic, most likely you are using that. Otherwise, you frequently check for your blood sugar levels at home. And obviously discuss with your doctor the possibility of adjusting insulin dosages. Consider clear liquids that contain some sugar, such as sports drinks, to maintain stable blood sugar and carefully coordinated with any insulin adjustments. Next question is, should I consider any special precautions with clear liquid diet given my liver condition, such as avoiding high sugar content drinks? Those with liver conditions should avoid high sugar, clear liquids which can overburden the liver. Choose sugar-free options and stay away from additives that require extensive liver processing. Consult with your healthcare provider, select the most appropriate clear liquids that minimize strain on your liver. So, as we have been discussing about the colonoscopy preparation, from T minus 14 days, we talked about picking up the right prep kit that works for you. And we went gave you a layout about for different chronic diseases so that you have all the information you need to ask for for with your doctor. Sometimes as patients, we know few things and we don't know few things, and even we don't know what we don't know. Therefore, this podcast is all about educating you so that you have list of very pointed questions to ask your healthcare provider, and also healthcare provider, your doctor will love you for it because you're taking your health in your control and being very proactive about asking the questions. It makes the job easier as well. So next question is, what clear liquids are recommended or should be avoided for someone with kidney disease to maintain proper electrolyte balance? For kidney disease patients, Maintaining electrolyte balance is crucial. Obviously, avoid high sodium clear liquids like some broths, which can contribute to hypertension and fluid retention. Prefer low or no sodium options. And be cautious with potassium content in electrolyte solutions if your potassium levels are a concern. Now, let's talk about other chronic diseases and answer some of the frequently asked questions about other chronic diseases such as COPD, rheumatoid arthritis. And the first question about the other these chronic diseases are number one, are there any clear liquid diet adjustments needed for my chronic conditions, COPD, rheumatoid arthritis, to avoid exacerbating symptoms? For conditions like COPD, avoid overly cold or hot liquids that could trigger a cough or respiratory distress. For rheumatoid arthritis, maintain adequate hydration to help manage inflammation. Always tailor your liquid choices to avoid aggravating your specific diets. Here are some of the general considerations for chronic conditions on clear liquid diet. Which of my chronic conditions medications should I continue? How do I do so on a clear liquid diet? Again, please discuss this with your healthcare provider because because they will can only prescribe to continue the essential medications for your health. For medications that need to be taken with food, again, consult with a doctor about alternatives or adjustments during the clear liquid diet phase. Questions such as how to ensure nutrition and maintain your health while following a clear diet, considering your chronic condition. I think the most important thing is to include nutritionally balanced clear liquids like broth and electrolyte solutions. Again, if necessary, you can discuss with your provider about supplementing with vitamins or glucose solutions under medical supervision to maintain energy and nutrient intake. If you have questions about symptoms related to chronic diseases, which you should be vigilant about while on a clear liquid diet, again, it's all about monitoring any signs of dehydration, unusual fatigue, dizziness, or exacerbation of your chronic symptoms. If that happens, contact your healthcare provider if any of these symptoms worsen or any new symptoms appear. And another question is, should I consult my specialist, cardiologist, endocrinologist, and other allergologist about specific adjustments to my clear liquid diet plan? Yes, we are we are reminding again, if you have heart conditions, liver conditions, kidney condition, diabetic, and any other chronic condition, you must talk with your specialist to understand how your medication and how your diet interacts. They can provide you alternatives. They can tailor your needs. I think it's best to inform everything that you are doing. Fifth question is, what should I do if I experience a significant exacerbation of my chronic condition symptoms while following a clear liquid diet? Again, have an emergency plan in place. Maybe it won't be necessary, but being prepared is better than being sorry. So contact your healthcare provider immediately if you experience significant symptoms. Obviously, ensure that you have quick access to emergency services if needed, and obviously inform them of your condition and current diet restrictions. As I said earlier, that this podcast comes with a user guide and a checklist. So we have prepared a clear liquid diet user guide to help you understand what liquids to consume and what liquids to avoid. And we have different conditions. Maybe you don't have any chronic diseases. Maybe you have conditions such as diabetics, heart conditions, kidney conditions, liver, chronic GI conditions, respiratory, rheumatoid arthritis. We have listed liquids to consume and liquids to avoid and you can print that out and paste it on your refrigerator for a quick, easy reference. Furthermore, we have also added nutritional considerations, what monitoring systems, professional guidance, and emergency plan. With the user guide, we also have the actionable checklist, T-1 morning actionable checklist. So what we have done is we have a tabular structure in which one column has task, another column has action required, and third has whether you have completed yes or no. So what it does is you don't have to think, you just have to follow through, and it helps you just tick mark when you after something is done. That will make your following this procedure more simple. So easy to reference, use guide. Second is easy to act checklist. So we have attached these two resources with this podcast. Please look out for these in show notes and descriptions. As we wrap up the T-1 morning segment of our preparation journey, we have covered essentials of adhering to a clear liquid diet, managing your medications, ensuring you are hydrated without overwhelming your digestive system. Remember, the goal today has been all about fine-tuning for your body's readiness for a colonoscopy, ensuring that the stomach and intestines are clear, which is crucial for a successful procedure. We discuss how to effectively manage your regular medications on a clear liquid diet, what liquids are best suited to maintain your hydration and energy level without compromising the procedure's success. It's vital to stick strictly to the guidelines we have laid out, especially avoiding any colored liquids that could be mistaken for intestinal bleeding, especially red or purple. So looking ahead, the next episode is going to be about T-1 afternoon. We will focus on last minute dietary tips, how to manage feelings of hunger or anxiety as your procedure draws closer, and what specific steps you need to take the night before to ensure everything goes smoothly. We'll also discuss how to manage any last minute concerns you might have, from the emotional preparation to logistical arrangements for your recovery post procedure. So stay tuned. Make sure you're ready for the next crucial steps in your colonoscopy preparation journey. Thank you for joining this episode. See you with more insights and tips to keep you informed and at ease. Thank you so much. See you next time.